Rap Delites. Rap Delites. Rap Delites.
Get a little mood music, you know what I mean? Welcome to the Rap Delites podcast. I am Bats. That is Ty-Ske1.
Peace, I'm back.
He's back. Ty-Ske1 is back.
He's back.
You know what I mean? But the girls aren't here.
Yeah, we kicked the girls out. they celebrating. That's not a pagan holiday. It's a genocidal holiday.
Well, you know, whatever they doing. Everybody's hanging out. You know what I mean? But shout out to
Just your fella.
Oh! I got some.
We've been waiting for a long time. Yes, we've been waiting for a long time. We've been waiting for a long time. But we ain't gonna wait no more. We're getting ready to rock and roll. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Oh man! Welcome to the Rap Delites podcast. Organic hip hop commentary. No gossip. No cultural appropriation. Just organic hip hop commentary. Like I said, from brothers that love the culture. You know what I mean? I got my brother over here, Ty-Ske1. Shout out to Ty-Ske1.
Peace.
What's going on, brother? How you been?
I've been grinding. I'm happy though.
I know what they keep in the line in. Niggas better stay in. They don't know nothing about this plan.
I've been working hard.
Listen, they don't know nothing about this shit right here.
Y'all niggas don't know nothing about this shit.
Bus boys are back in town. Shit right here.
One of the greatest movies. One of the greatest contributions in cinematic history. Two thespians. Murphy and Noties.
Absolutely. So shout out to my brother. So you been grinding?
I've been grinding hard.
Doing your thing?
Just trying to make the show better, trying to make myself better, trying to, just grinding for the Rap Delites crew.
Cool. That's what I like to hear. Ty-Ske1, everybody.
Peace.
Shout out to him.
Get on the team. Come on the team for the big win.
Shout out to him. You know what I mean? And I am Bats, Vigor Bats, Mouth Almighty, the Potty Mouth Podcaster, the Fresh Grinch.
Don't forget that one.
Hollywood Hoagie. You know what I mean?
You ain't smelling like a hoagie.
Nah. Hollywood Hoagie. You saw my Creed shit, right?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. That nigga wasn't. I'm like your balls. I mean, really.
Yeah. He's going to break my balls.
Of course.
It was the hat.
It's called for.
Yeah. Like people, like you wouldn't ever like people could have dismissed the whole shadow. Like, oh, that ain't really him.
Yeah, it was real smoky and shit.
Yeah. But if you know me and you looked at it, you're like,
yeah. He was in that shit, y'all. he was in that. I mean, I vouch for it. He was in that shit. Fucking prick, you.
Like a little prick. Oh, speaking of pricks, you saw The Irishman, right?
I did.
Did you enjoy it? How many times did you switch your ass in the seat, your cheeks?
I don't know. I mean, it came off pretty quick to me. I got in there. I saw the last show of that night, and
You ever go numb?
Nah, I mean, it was what it was.
I'm talking about in the movies in general. Right? Like you sit too long.
Maybe some Lord of the Rings shit.
You sit too long on one.
Maybe some of that Lord of the Rings shit. Cause you adjust from the tip to the back, try to get comfortable.
Yeah, I went numb before.
And hope your bladder hold up and shit. Don't stop to the concession stand. Cats be talking about sneaking beers and shit in the theater.
Nah. I go and drive. See, if I sneak too many beers in or something like that. If I drink like 2 of these, I be sleep. I be in there sleepy. You know what I mean?
You waste your money.
Yeah, I waste my whole fucking whop on that.
Yeah, I have a whole routine. You know what I mean? So, but no, I dug it. I dug it. But one of the things that came to mind first, I was like, damn, I wonder how this would have came off if they would have really were able to pull it off years ago. Yeah. Because there's segments in the film where De Niro look old.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Them niggas ain't gangsters no more. They were never gangsters. They were always Hollywood actors, but they ain't scary on screen anymore.
And Scorsese, he can just like turn the reins over to a new class of Italian actors.
Yeah, and they got some of them dudes in there. That was in some of them dudes that was in Boardwalk Empire are in this movie. Mm-hmm. The dude that played they was Russ. Remember him? I forget the boy name.
The dude who played Capone.
Yeah.
The dude who played Luciano. He played in it. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
So it was a bunch of those dudes. So he needed. And he always got DiCaprio.
Right. Of course. But there's plenty of stories to tell in that particular phenomenon. But
I like the Philly tie-in.
I love the Philly factor. Mm-hmm. The Philly factor was dope, man. I was really digging that shit. It sent me back to the to my library. Mm-hmm. Going back to fact finding and shit. Yeah. Like names and persons that I never knew, though it wasn't involved in that tied in here in Philly. Even I liked in the movie how they did them little them subtitles.
Yeah, like who was who and how they got killed, how they got whacked out. Yeah, it's funny because when I saw it, there was a bunch of Goombas in there. When I saw it, a bunch of old Goombas was in there. Guineas.
It was old, like old timers.
Yeah, Guineas.
He was really enjoying
Goombas. You know what I mean? They was in there and they was watching it, and every time one of them little titles or something come on, they knew.
They chimed in.
They was like, they perked up.
No,
they knew.
It was good. It was really good. It was really good. It was a hard
not a movie podcast.
No, it's not. It was a hard watch because it was so long. But every time I saw Pacino, I couldn't help but think like, damn. I can't help but think of Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson broke it.
Yeah, he broke it.
Damn.
Jack Nicholson is Hoffa.
Yeah.
He's Jimmy Hoffa.
And Pacino is motherfucking Mikey and Tony.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Maybe they should have did this earlier. But they've been trying to do this for like 10 years.
I know.
But whatever. You know what I mean? It was good to you.
It was all right.
You enjoyed it. I saw that joint, Queen and Slim.
Queen and Slim?
New joint, the After Border played in Get Out. Daniel, I forget his last name, whatever like that.
Okay.
But him and the chick, they shoot the cop. Yeah.
Okay.
They shoot the cop and they on the run and all that kind of stuff like that. It was okay.
Yeah. You seen shit was more John Blaze.
Yeah. It was a little. The writing button is great. The thing that I did like about it is the fact that it had a good soundtrack, really good soundtrack. Y'all check it out. Check out the Queen and Slim soundtrack. It was really dope. Lauryn Hill got a new joint on there. It's dope and everything like that.
I heard that Lauryn Hill joint.
Yeah, that joint is good.
Ray Fogues,
shout out to Ray Fogues.
Shout out to Ray Fogues. Peace, nigga. We ain't forget about you.
We ain't forget. The thing that I did like about it is, I mean, they're on the run from the cops, obviously. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. But... And from the tone of the movie, you could tell that they're on the run, and they were being pursued by the law, but they were being chased by a lawman. Mm-hmm. You know, you see movies like that, and there's always some fucking goofy, some detective, some dude and there's always some dude, most likely sometimes a white dude, right, that's on their ass, and I just missed them, damn it, and all that kind of. It wasn't none of that.
Right.
It was more of them dealing with each other and finding each other's, you know what I mean, common ground, because they really. It wasn't even that as much as it was just like it was like a love story wrapped in on the run tale. You know what I mean?
Interesting. So you recommend that shit?
I mean, if you want to check it out.
This is not a movie podcast.
I check it out.
Just I mean,
if
we got the girls here, so we got
gotta fill up time for y'all motherfuckers.
Out on that,
on Queen and Slim.
Yeah. What was they expecting? Get Out?
I don't know what they was. I don't know. It was cool. I mean, it was. I saw some things in there that I like, but I'm the type of person that can extract.
Because you know what to look for. You're a movie. I can
extract.
This nigga is a movie dude.
I can extract, but even everything, I can extract goodness and leave. All right, I ain't like that, but you know what I mean? This part was good. You know what I mean? So check it for that.
Before we get off this aspect of entertainment, you didn't get your Disney Plus yet?
Nah, I ain't get that. I ain't giving the mouse no more. I ain't giving the mouse no money.
You talking? I can't hear you.
I ain't giving the mouse no money.
You been watching you ain't getting on the Mandalorian?
I ain't giving the mouse none of my money.
I watched the fourth episode, the fourth chapter last night.
You liked it?
It was really good.
Listen,
don't expect Boba Fett.
So you got. I got
Disney
that
Plus?
Shit.
I got that shit.
You got it. I'm coming over so we can watch it on your joint.
Fuck yeah. Just bring more of that shit.
No.
Bring that shit.
No, you just plug your phone in and we watching on the screen.
Say no more.
I mean, we got
fucking technology.
Yeah, that's all we got to do.
Don't you got a sound effect for technology?
I don't know. I got I got a cow moo. I got a doorbell and a cow moo.
No.
I got a laser beam.
That's technology.
It's technology, laser beams. Anyway, we're gonna get into what everybody's been listening to. Basically, what me and Ski have been listening to. So, what you been listening to over there, TSK1? Come on, say it. The Bus Boys.
That's worthy of listening to on a regular basis. That's worthy of non-stop, rotation.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Bus Boys. But a couple weeks ago, I followed Pete Rock, as many of you probably do. The real Pete Rock.
The real heads. Real heads.
And Pete Rock has been posting old footage from the 70s, variety shows and such. Mm-hmm. He posted this segment from this show, the Don Kirshner Show. Don Kirshner was a variety show,
Can you explain to people what a variety show in case they don't understand?
A variety show is like you would have different, comedians that come on. You gotta have like sketch comedy. You would have a interview segment. Mm-hmm. Then you would have a musical act that would come on and perform.
Dean Martin had one.
Right, Dean Martin had one.
Like, who? Dean
Saturday Night Live is kind of like a variety show, but not so much,
much. Speaking of which, I think Eddie Murphy's going to be on there in like 2 weeks or something like that, and Lizzo's going to be the opening, like the musical act.
Who's Lizzo?
The chubby girl that's about to get all our Grammys.
Oh, okay.
You ain't never heard of Lizzo? Why men great? They gotta be great. That shit. You never heard that? Oh, you don't listen to the radio.
No, I have. The radio gets no love from Ski.
I mean, no. But yeah, go ahead.
But no, he posted a clip, a video of the Don Kirshner Show. Now I don't remember the Don Kirshner Show. I was
a buck.
Yeah, the Don Kirshner Show ran from 1973 to 1981. I still don't remember it. You know what I mean? I was, checking for cartoons and shit. Yeah. So anyway, on this particular segment, it was, cue me up. Yeah, I want to hear her. I'm going into this. And on this particular segment, it was this performance was Herbie Hancock. Herbie Hancock with
I'd be like Herbie and hand to a cock.
Featured guest in this performance was Wawa Watson and the Headhunters. Anybody know anything about that album, the Headhunters? And anything about our dear brother Herbie Hancock, one of our geniuses.
Mm-hmm. Herbie was from Philly, right?
I don't think so. No, I would have heard that. Check it out. In fact, do some fact finding. But no, I mean, and it basically spun me. It put me back in a mood where I just wanted to take it back to the basics, take it back to the root in terms of where this hip hop shit come from, and that's just real good music. From all types and all forms of musical expression. So I've been listening to Herbie Hancock, the Headhunters, Weather Report, Grover Washington Jr., many artists, Galt McDermott. So I just been, I basically been on that and just vibing and feeling that, you know what I mean? Just feeling the groove and realizing what hip hop and where hip hop comes from. This track is from the Weather Report. The Weather Report is one of a jazz group that we know that spun life into some of our geniuses. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But
I gotta think a couple of these records upstairs.
Yeah. This is good. This is good listening, man. And what it basically, and my whole point, not to keep jumping back to that, but this whole thing, I'm on a quest for world domination. Is what I've been doing. Making contacts with people all over the globe. I got Europe. I got motherfucking the UK. I got all points of the and when I say I got, that means Rap Delites, right? That Rap Delites has.
Yeah, we don't go to who put this everything together. Me, that's who.
No, Rap Delites is expanded.
I left that fucking
Rap
charge,
Delites
man.
is expanded. And we're moving on a quest for global domination. We're making contacts all over the planet.
New
And
York.
soon we're going to strike New York, Chicago, LA. Time to set our mark and enforce it. With that said, I've been on another a producer. Mm-hmm. This producer is a kid, 21 years old, from Serbia. Mm. Son got some of the illest tracks that I ever fucking heard.
Where'd you find this on Instagram?
I made contact with his name is Pure Fact. Mm-hmm. And in Pure Fact, you see his marker right there, the picture. No, not right there.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're talking production value.
Video tricks. So let me cue this shit up. So Pure Fact did this track, and he got a whole different styles and vibes in regards to his production. So, Cat, like I said, Cat is he's from fucking Serbia, making ill tracks like this and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, now with the invention of the internet, you know what I mean, you can get like motherfuckers that wouldn't have been able to touch styles and everything from music to fashion and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I remember when I first saw Rick Ross, I thought he was from Philly. Why? Because he had a big ass beard. I'm like, because you didn't necessarily associate that with Miami.
Check this joint out from Pure Fact. You know what I mean? This is what I mean. Like we really on a quest for global domination, man. I got young hitters all over the world ready to strike. Once we get our numbers up and get in position, we got Asia, Australia, every continent. So if you got some pure D dope, contact your pal Ski, and we want to make contact with friends all over this fucking planet. Absolutely.
Hip-hop for president.
Indeed.
Absolutely.
So with that said, not to get too deep, this is one track that Pure Fact did with my man, another young man from Connecticut, Intel Selector. And we're going to hear more about Intel Selector on the next episode. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's just taking things back to the root and get a re-education and reinvigorate it back into this into what hip hop is. Past our era into these young kids who's taking us into the future. And these bulls representing real hip hop.
You got to send me the link to that.
I will. Y'all can get at Pure Fact on IG at pure.fact. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Dope shit. I think y'all love his shit.
Dope. That's what T-Ske1 been doing. It's a mouthful right there. Pause. I'm just trying to make friends. Trying to make friends. Oh, man. You should see me not doing my job while I'm at work. You should see me not doing it. Not doing it. You know what I mean? Why you doing this? Hey, man.
I'm be doing this, man. I'm trying to get me off of here.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
So, yeah, that's what I've been doing.
All right, that's dope. Game got a new album just dropped. Born to Rap.
Remember I saw that.
He was talking about this was going to be his last album and everything like that.
This is that.
Born to Rap. The album cover is crazy. Got a bunch of women pregnant in the studio.
Is this to signify that he impregnated them?
I don't know. Yeah, he always walking around with.
Be crazy.
Yeah. But he got some dope joints on here. Gucci Flip Flops is dope. Born to Rap is a dope one. The title track. He got this joint, I Didn't Want to Write This, with Marsha Ambrosia. Basically, it's a dedication to Nipsey Hussle.
Where?
He has a joint called Welcome Home with Nipsey Hussle on it.
Pulled Marsha out?
Yeah, he got a joint called Welcome Home with Nipsey Hussle on it. That's dope.
Yeah, Marsha.
He got a joint called Stainless him and Anderson .Paak, which is dope. And he got another joint called Rewind 2, which is a dope joint on here too. It's a solid album for the game.
I'm not an award person, but he needs an award for that.
For what? This album?
Yeah, this album right here.
I wanted to listen. I noticed it. I saw it.
Yeah.
But I was putting time into the other joints.
Yeah.
The other two joints.
Yeah. And plus, I mean, you know, like stuff like this is going to get covered. So it's dope that you can do that. Because you know this is going to get touched on regardless.
Yeah, because it's right there, the first three right on the new release joint, like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so if you get a chance to check out Born to Rap is dope.
Because once we get the suggesting the new shit that come over our group text, like you know, in our little meeting room, if you will, I try to listen to. I try to listen to.
Griselda dropped their first like real solo album on Shady Records, Roc Nation.
So that's why he on it.
Yeah. And listen, let's get into it. It's called WWCD. WWCD. What would Sheen do? And this is the Griselda album. It's more Griselda, more that if you like the other Griselda shit, it's pretty much the same stuff.
They not talking about nothing but drugs and murder. And so if you don't know what to expect, that's what they talking.
The intro was done by Raekwon the Chef, which is like I love the intro.
I thought he was talking to me.
Yeah, like I love the intro. Like Raekwon can talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he can talk. He can talk that talk.
You ever heard that interview? Dude, he came out of college. I forget what college he went to. I heard this quick breakdown of what happened. Who was their manager? He worked for, I think RZA's brother was the manager. Was one of the managers of Wu-Tang, and he wanted to go into law or represent them legally or something, but that didn't work out. So he was suggested to manage and become a talent manager or a road manager or something or other. But what do you say? It was this event that was showcasing or honoring the Wu-Tang. Okay. And there's this limo. And he's got to get them on time. It's a limo, 1-2 limos, and it's everybody. It's the members of the Wu-Tang, the entourage's entourage, and so on and so forth. Yeah. And he's trying to get them. The thing, he's telling the story. He's trying to get them in, and ain't no fucking body punching, no body moving. But they got him like he actually a flea. Yeah, nobody penis, no mind. But he worried because he trying to impress. He trying to show him proof like, yeah, I can do this. But he ain't getting it done. So the story, he go further in the story, and he says, Method Man, who's standing on the side just chilling, calls him over. And he said, come in. He goes over to Meth, just watching the whole scene, right? Meth says, if you want everybody to move, get Chef in the car first. Sure enough, he goes over to Raekwon, whispers in his ear, and blah blah blah. It's time to go or whatever. However he said it, I'll remember. Chef gets in the car. Everybody else gets in cars. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Chef.
So it was really interesting. You know what I mean?
Speaking of the Chef, one of the dope joints on here is called Chef Dreads.
Chef Dreads.
Yeah. That's the first. Yeah, that's the first joint on here. Chef Dreads is dope. Dr. Birds.
Yeah.
The Old Groove. Yeah.
Now, like, I know what they expect, and it's like this shit is like real sinister and diabolical. This shit sound like when I get like into Griselda, I treat it like I'm going to a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'm not taking this like personal.
Yeah.
Benny the Butcher is good.
Oh, he's nasty.
He's really good.
Yeah.
What's the other brother?
The one with the high pitch voice?
Yeah.
West Side Gun. Yeah, that's my nigga. That's my nigga.
I fuck with him.
Like, they are
very entertaining.
Yeah, they bring all the different elements together and it like really fucking works.
And you gotta, like, for me, because I gotta think about like violence and excess, talk about murder and drugs and shit and hip hop and such, but keeping it in perspective and being able to add on to this content on this show, it's very entertaining. Old Groove. I was like, damn, this shit was really good.
When that shit came on, I thought the record it went off.
Then it changed.
Something else that came on.
I had to look. I'm like, yo,
is this still Griselda?
Yeah, I had to bring that shit back.
Yeah, that's dope right there. City on the Map with 50 Cent is dope. 50 sounds great on it.
50 sound like he one of them.
Yeah, 50 sound great on this motherfucker. This is the first time I heard 50 sounding great in a while. You know what I mean? Then the Joy Bang remix with M. They ain't need M on there.
No, matter of fact, I was in the like.
And that's really not a shit on M as a lyricist. Like they didn't need him on there.
No, I was in the new gallery in here in Philly. They opened the gallery, but then they called the gallery. They changed the name, which is stupid. I'm gonna call it the gallery. I'm gonna call it the gallery. So anyway, I'm in the line to get done what I'm there to get done. And I'm hearing this, and I say out loud, I got my earbuds in, I'm like, oh, this nigga is corny. Oh.
You know what it reminded me of?
He don't need to be on that track.
You know what it reminds me of when he's on this fucking track? Remember when they had...
He was trying too hard.
Remember when they had Jay on What We Do Is Wrong?
Yeah.
Like, Jay is dope. And there's no denial of Jay being dope on his own lane. Right. But he didn't have to be on that song.
He got swallowed up.
Beans and Free were all about that grimy street life.
At the time.
And at that time, right then and there. Like, Jay was removed from that by the time that record came out. It showed.
And like fanboys, I would get back to back in debates with fanboys, and they be like, no, Jay. Like, no, you're not listening.
Nah.
They sunned him on the track. He got sunned on the track.
Yeah, he didn't have to be there. You know what I mean? So, that's the Griselda John, WWCD, and Fab Summertime Shootouts 3 is out. And I really,
I wrote notes.
The joint I like on here is the joint. It's like I got to 11 for options with PMP Rock, Gucci Mane, and 2 Chainz. That's a dope joint. And there's no dismiss to Fab's lyrical ability. Cause Fab is still lyrically a dope ass dude.
I thought he was rhyming lazy.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like Fab wanted. It didn't seem like Fab wanted to be here.
Right,
and it didn't seem like he really wanted, like, in comparison to hearing him on that Freddie vs. Jason project, and hearing this is just like, it's okay for Fab.
Now, it's a couple tracks in there that's entertainment, like if you out. Yeah, and you amongst, like
the shit,
right? You don't mind hearing, like it's your track, like track 10. What's track 10? Track
10 is
Oh Yeah,
with $10.
I found it difficult to listen, and the first thing that came to mind was like, damn, because I believe in 3 spins. I'm on my first spin. By the time like the first half of the album, I'm thinking like, damn. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get through this shit two more times. Until it got to the halfway mark, I was like,
it's bottom heavy.
I was kind of like, I can get into this.
It's bottom heavy. You know what I mean? It's bottom heavy. But I mean, it's a cool joint. It ain't as good as the other Summertime Shootouts, but this is a good effort for Fab. But if you want to catch up with something dope, check out that Game joint. If you want to check out something really dope, check out that fucking Griselda shit. You know what I mean? We're gonna be right back. More rap.
And check out Pure Fact on IG.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pure Fact at Pure Fact.
Make sure you check all that out. We'll be right back. More T-Ske, one more back.
It's like Fab did what's like? I'm like, what is it? R&B record?
Yeah, it's a lot of singy shit on here.
And he's like, it was like that, like Fab, like,
and he didn't like. This way of making records is old now. That me rapping with an R&B motherfucker on the hook.
Yeah, they doing their own.
Yeah, now they doing their own. Drake.
Yeah, he revolutionized that shit.
I mean, he broke that. You know what I mean? I'm Bats.
I'm Miss Smith.
And I'm T-Ske1.
And you're watching Rap Delites.
Yo, welcome back to the Rap Delights podcast. I am Vigor Batch. That is T-Ske1. T-Ske1.
T-S-K-1.
Not what did he...
Yeah.
Let's go into it.
Our friends, I did brothers from Northwest London. 1520. I apologize. 1520. I did brothers from Northwest London, the Thoroughborough, Nomadic Poet, and Dramatic XL. They really rolling with the project with 1520.
Okay.
The Mosquito Fly and Starship. They running with it. So they tagged me in like several posts of their last promo.
Okay.
And they shouting out everybody that's really been on board with the project, and myself included.
Yeah, that's love.
So I'm listening, and I passed the phone. I was like, I wanted my cousin to hear that shit. So I gave the phone to my cousin. I was like, and then he was talking. I was like, then I'm looking for my name, and I heard Ty-Ske 1. I'm like, Ty-Ske 1?
Yeah, you Ty-Ske 1.
Is that me?
Yeah, you.
I'm like, guys,
That's how they say.
come on, bro.
Maybe that's how they say it over there.
No.
It's an honest
They're my
mistake.
brothers. Y'all my brothers.
It's an
Peace.
honest mistake.
It's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
And I ain't like, I still like, I haven't responded to it yet.
now
to
you
correct
have.
them. Yeah, but it's peace. I still love it.
But that's why I'd like to say.
Up there.
Yeah, there you go, up there. Don't go fucking with the aesthetic.
I ain't gonna drop. Ain't no
Here
gonna
we go with
fall.
the bullshit.
Like this motherfucker dropping shit back there and shit.
Shout out. But TSK1.
Excel.
TSK1. TSK1. Bats. We are here. No Chrissy Mack. She's on vacation. Miss Smith is still celebrating Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into something recently came past our ears and eyes. Fabolous did an interview and he was talking about they were asking him basically, is another like Freddie versus Jason project coming, and he said he wanted to step out of his comfort zone and didn't necessarily want to do something with somebody, not with Kiss again, because that's comfortable for him. They're both New York Giants, you know what I mean? So for them to go back and forth on the album is easy for him. He said he wanted to venture out and start working with other artists, other names, to do these little vanity projects. And the name that came up was Pusha T.
I like that.
You here for that?
Yeah, that shit.
You like Pusha T?
I love Pusha T.
Did we go see? I went with.
No, that was that was Nerd. We went to go see.
Yeah,
When they there?
Yeah, they was there too.
Yeah, everybody
but
was there.
me and Tone went to go see like Pusha T by itself,
Right.
like Push.
But I'm intrigued about the contrast of because I'm not the greatest Fab fan. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't know his catalog like that, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, exactly. I fucking see how he.
Not that he's not a fan.
Right. The way you clarified that, you fucking good on your feet.
Yeah.
But the contrast of Pusha T with Fab, I'm intrigued to see like, wow, like what could they come up with in that regard?
Yeah. And now you know me personally, I love Pusha T.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like one of the
strongest advocates
for Pusha T.
The strongest pushers.
Motherfuckers be like, yo, Pusha T he one-dimensional, he only rap about drugs. I'm like, that's fine. Pusha T is a drug rap specialist. You understand what I'm saying?
Like Griselda.
Like Griselda.
You know what you're getting.
I look at hip hop like this. You have like general practitioners. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers that just rap about anything.
They got a special
thing. And then you got specialists.
Right.
Motherfuckers that rap about women. And they good at it. Like Drake. Can sit down and he can talk about relationships and stuff like that. He's good at it.
Like Dr. Phil?
Yeah, he's good at that. Pusha T talks about drugs. And he's a specialist at that. If something happened with my foot, I don't go to a general. I might go to a, but he's gonna refer me
to a podiatrist.
Yeah, he's gonna refer me.
Is it podiatrist or podiatrist?
Podiatrist, I don't know.
What is it, Sam? What do you know?
Proctology is when they dealing with your ass. I know that. Pause. Proctology is when they time. But they like if you got something stuck in your anus, you go to a proctologist.
Something stuck in your anus.
You go to a proctologist.
So you think proctologists get good work or get business from prisons?
But they might. You know what I mean? Who was that artist that had the gerbil? Who was that? that Rod Stewart?
No, that was a personality. Like he was on a evening like magazine TV show. Jerry, Lil Chewy? No,
We're getting away from it.
Chewy. No, let's go back. Go back on subject.
Yeah, back on subject.
Back on subject. Sorry.
Pusha T is a coke rap specialist. Always has been, always will be. That's his specialty, and I love him for that. I love him for staying in his lane. I love to hear him do that because he's creative with it. Yeah. You can't last this long. You know what I mean? This motherfucker been out for a long time.
Sure.
When did Grinding come out? What, that was it? 01?
Oh, something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it was like because we was hanging out with the girls at the time.
I call it candy rap.
Yeah.
Because it's sweet and it's...
Yeah. So I would love to hear a project between Push and Fab. I would definitely look to hear that, and I would love to hear the contrast and hear how they can really come up with something creative. So shout out to Fab for putting that out there in the universe, and shout out to Push. I really hope this project comes to pass. You know what I mean? Also, what came down the pike is chew up some new music.
World is in trouble. Anytime Buju Banton come, Batty boy get up and run.
Why we ain't got no Guinness? Why we ain't got no hot Guinness?
It's like boom bye bye in a Batty boy.
Huh?
Who went up and no nasty man them off his head. Boom bye bye in a
Need some hot Guinness. Some hot Guinness stout.
Buju Banton, who just got released from prison last year.
Congratulations to Buju.
And he hit the ground running.
Indeed.
And he just got signed to Jay-Z's Roc Nation as an artist for management. Are you here for Buju Banton resurgence to the music industry?
I'm always for definitely for Buju specifically. We're not going to not generalize right now. Mm-hmm. Definitely for Buju, even like after his persecution and how he was wrongly sent to prison, like so many black men around the globe. Yeah. That for him.
You ever got locked up, Ty?
Huh?
You ever got locked up?
Nah, I never was in a position where I needed.
Just a yes or no. I ain't gonna hold you under the hot coat. No, you never been arrested.
No.
Okay, I've been arrested before.
I mean, what
We gotta get into it.
All right.
You know what I mean? If you listen, I don't listen.
All right. Let's continue with Buju. I love Buju, and my brother and Mike and them who have
shout out to Rico Rossi,
and
Marbles,
they was heavily into dancehall, reggae and dancehall at the time in the 90s.
Bummer.
You know what I mean? That's what hip hop is missing. Hip hop is missing dancehall. But anyway, so. Just going back to that in that early exposure, you know what I mean? I fucking love Buju. I love that sound of that island. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And fuck yeah, I'm down with it. The Roc Nation to represent him well, and for him to just show and prove that the
motherfuckers ain't really gotta do nothing.
Fucking laugh.
The motherfuckers ain't really gotta do nothing. Like he bona fide.
Fucking like a prophet.
Yeah, he bona fide. Like he puts out something that's gonna be, there. You know what I mean? They ain't even really gotta worry about nothing. It's like, he ain't even gotta act.
Like Johnny Fontaine,
he ain't gotta act, you know what I mean? But this guy, this producer, he says no chance.
Jack Woltz,
yes, no chance.
Johnny Fontaine never gets that part.
Yeah, so shout out to Buju Banton, shout out to Fab, shout out to Pusha T, shout out to Ty-Ske1, shout out to myself, Ty-Ske1,
Ty-Ske1
or Ty-Ske.
Separate letters.
Ty-Ske.
That's what Ty-Ske is abbreviated for Ty-Ske.
Ty-Ske. So we're going to be right back. More Rap Delights, more Ty-Ske1, more bats. Shout out to Chrissy Mack. Shout out to Miss Smith. And put some more of this, man.
This was the shit. You know what cracks me up from Griselda? I think it's my man. No, they be in the back.
Yeah, what side got in there?
I'm like, yo, I'm cracking up. Like, yo, this is fucking silly.
Like them dudes, they be having fun with that shit.
Yeah.
They be having fun with that shit, man.
Yeah. Like I said, I treat it like I'm going to see, like I'm being entertained, like I'm going to a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's going on, people? I'm Bats, Mouth Almighty, the Fresh Grinch, the Potty Mouth podcaster himself, and you are watching Rap Delites. Yo, welcome back to the Rap Delights podcast. I am Vigor Bats, that is Ty-Ske1. Y'all listening to Post Malone. Post Malone just won favorite rap album of the year at the American Music Awards, and I can tell you right now, Ty-Ske1 doesn't give a fuck.
Nah. I mean, if he deserve it, he deserve it, but I don't know.
Here you go.
Yeah, I like that one better.
Yeah, so it was a lot of hubbub about this, you know what I mean? Because he was going up against the likes of Meek Mill's Championship, what was the brother's name? Travis Scott's album, which was, I love Travis Scott's album. Travis Scott had a really good album, you know what I mean? And Post Malone is going on the record to say that he ain't even doing rap.
Post Malone.
Man, you ain't never seen this motherfucker?
I seen him, I just don't stop ringing a bell.
Yeah. Well, let me turn this shit off. It's like really fucking playing. That shit is like really, you playing something, you like, yo, I'm still playing this shit? Like, why is this shit still on? Like, why are we listening to this? What is going on? Ty-Ske1, Sam.
I just work here.
That's Post Malone.
Who? That's ill.
First reactions. You gotta get a replay.
That's
right?
the nigga?
Yeah, that's him. Best rap album, favorite rap album of the year, American Music Awards.
Just fuck.
Yeah.
He's like a clown.
He is a clown.
That, what the hell?
You know who he is?
Fucking
Listen,
serious?
you know who he is? I'm gonna tell you who he is.
Weird Al Yankovic?
No. You know who he
Is
is?
it Yankovic or Yankovic?
Yankovic.
Whatever. Both them niggas.
Yeah. You know who he is? And I'm gonna go on the record to tell y'all.
Post
Malone is this era's Kid Rock.
And you know how I feel about that.
He's a fucking cowboy country motherfucker that's making a mint off of hip hop music or trying to mimic hip hop music.
So you saying he a bloodsucker?
He is a bloodsucker and a culture vulture. Absolutely.
Yeah, fucking
absolutely.
Man.
You know what I mean? So he won an American Music Award, but we don't give a fuck about that.
And I'm gonna clarify something. It's not because this motherfucker is white. That means nothing to me. Because it's black folks or that's fucking as corny as this dude. Them niggas they corny too.
Yeah.
He's from Europe or something.
Europeans are white.
Well, yeah, we talking about the earth.
You do know European. You know that's where they came from first.
No, I'm sorry. African. He's like Egyptian.
He ain't no fucking Egyptian.
No, he not.
He ain't Egyptian. Even if he's from Egypt.
He's from Africa.
Even if he's from Egypt, he ain't Egyptian. You know what I mean? What was you saying, Ski?
No, nothing.
So he's from Syracuse, New York.
Syracuse.
I mean, they moved from Grapevine, Texas. Yeah, ain't no fucking I ain't nothing Egyptian around that motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Don't try.
Ain't no Egyptian.
Nigga, fuck.
Just because you live at a place,
he's a Texan. But yeah, so you know, I mean, we they came across the pike, and I just wanted to pitch it to Ty-Ske1 because
I'm not gonna go in a long soliloquy on why I don't like award shows, why I don't pay attention to award shows, whatever. I mean, it's my point is that I mean, this is an example. Mm-hmm. Excuse me if I'm lost of fucking words. This is an example of why I don't like award shows. I just don't acknowledge those awards that are given, and like people who say that this guy's worth this, and these people who put out dope albums aren't. I mean, it's always been that way. Mm. It goes back since I stopped checking for award shows when Michael Jackson stopped housing the fucking award show.
So what about? Did you see when Lauryn Hill won all her Grammys? Did you watch it that time?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I wasn't like I'm with that. I think I didn't sit down and watch the ceremony.
For the ceremony, yeah. I actually got rid of my TV. We talked about this last week. I got rid of my TV, so I can't watch broadcasts like that. I might skim through it. Like if it comes on, I might catch it, but it's not. It doesn't hold any bearing in.
It's like it don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It's like that. I think this shit is for kids, really.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, so we're gonna brighten TSK1 spirits.
Man,
All Hail the Queen turns 30 by Queen Latifah, the Queen.
Yeah.
Her Majesty.
All Hail the Queen was my
her
shit.
Royal Badness.
All Hail the Queen was my shit.
Yeah. I remember when that. What was the first song you heard from All Hail the Queen?
This one. I ran for my madness.
Yeah.
Because early before the album actually came out. The album came out what? 88?
Album came out in 89. November 28th, 1989.
Okay.
All right, let's go into the spill first.
So
let me get my spill.
Do your thing.
The debut album from singer, actress, hip hop artist Queen Latifah released.
Yeah, she did used to sing.
Yeah, released on November 28th of 1989 under Blank Records. We're not even going to mention. The album was an unusual success in the hip hop records at that time, and with the single "Wrath of My Madness" and the certified gold, it was certified gold in July of 1990. And the women's anthem "Ladies First" with Monie Love remains one of Latifah's signature songs. So what you said, "Wrath of Madness" was the first song that you heard. They used to play this on Radioactive.
This was the shit. Like before the album came out, very similar to Mr. Magic's. I forget what Mr. Max's segment was called, or like Make It or Break It segment. Mm-hmm. That two songs or he'd play a song and the callers would get a chance to make that song or break it. Mm. Or if it was two songs and the callers got a chance to vote for which one they like.
Uh-huh.
Lady B here in Philly had she was following the lead of the pioneer of hip hop and radio, and that was Mr. Magic. Lady B had a similar segment. Lady B had a similar segment here in Philly, and it was called, for lack of a better, Make It a Break It.
For lack of a shout out to Lady B.
Indeed, shout out to Lady B.
Pioneer here in Lady B on the show.
I thought of that.
Yeah, we gotta get Lady B down here.
And it's doable. So anyway, this was featured on Wrath of My Madness was featured on that segment, and I remember it from then. And then lo and behold, fast forward a couple years, if not, it was definitely on the album. Mm-hmm. So this was every bit of 80. It definitely wasn't 86. It was probably 87. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Definitely wasn't 88. It was prior to that. So
it's probably late 88, late 87.
Yeah,
late 87. Yeah. Like I can see that absolutely. Coming to My House, Latifah's Law, Mama Gave Birth to the Soul Children. I remember
the Cruise.
Yeah,
which are produced by Daddy-O.
I remember when
Professor Daddy-O.
We used to be over Black House, and he used to just spin this.
The whole album?
The whole album, just on wax and just play it. Mm-hmm. And we just be in the basement drinking 40s, smoking.
Shout out to 40s.
Yeah, we didn't do a whole lot of smoking back then, but we did a lot of 40s.
Man, 40s was definitely flowing.
A lot of these. You know what I mean?
Not those. They're little bogus 40s.
Yeah, this is plastic. You know what I mean? We gotta get a real 40.
Yeah, I won't have it.
Yeah. But I remember Black gave me my first full 40 of St. Ives to the muscle.
He's ripped, boy.
I was, and I reming I drank it, and I think I
destroyed.
I think
piss yourself.
Nah. I think I don't know. Bob definitely wasn't with me because Bob didn't drink.
No, he was an athlete. He was
And I think Los and Scoot was there. I think, and they were like, "Yo, go give me something." And I drank half of it. You know what I mean? Before I even I'm like, nah, he gave it to me. I was a hoarding.
A Hoover?
I was a Hoover. Yeah, I was hoarding. I was sucking it up. You know what I mean? But but Black used to play all this stuff. Princess of the Posse, and she basically blew up that whole Flavor Unit was dope. Mm-hmm. But Latifah made Flavor Unit huge.
She did.
You know what I mean? With this album.
Her predecessor to Flavor Unit was Lakim Shabazz.
Chill Rob G.
G.
Yeah. The brothers that we talked about on previous shows.
Of course, DJ Mark, the 45 King.
Yeah. So when Latifah came,
who produced Wrath of My Madness.
Yeah. Well, he produced most of the album. Yeah, he bulk of the album. You know what I mean? So shout out to DJ Mark, the 45 King, and Queen Latifah. 30, man. That was.
I always thought
turned 30.
Not that. Reasonable Doubt is a definite benchmark of all artists throughout hip hop history. But what Reasonable Doubt meant to Jay-Z individually and personally as an artist, as an MC. So we use that as an example for others. This was
something like Illmatic for Nas.
Right.
Yeah.
This was her Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah. Illmatic.
This was her Illmatic, Wrath of My Madness. This album, All Hail the Queen, rather. It was like the whole album. And at the time, it was like, for me, it was more. Buy everything, suck it up, listen to everything from start to finish.
Yeah.
So it was like, this was my shit.
I'm pissed that the girls wasn't here to celebrate the 30th anniversary of All Hail the Queen.
You got no sound effect?
Y'all not here. Oh man, so shout out to Queen Latifah.
Peace, Queen.
No shout out to Post Malone. We're gonna be right back. More Rap Delites, more TSK1, more bats.
Chive turkey. I didn't know that was that dude. When me seeing that dude, that was fucking real.
Yeah, he was yeah, best rap album, American Music Awards.
Fuck me, he bought that shit.
You bought your fucking button. He purchased
that shit.
You bought your fucking button.
He purchased that shit.
Rap Delight. Rap Delight.
Got me fucked up. Shit. I mean, welcome back to the Rap Delights podcast. I'm Bats. That's TSK1. Y'all got me fucked up out in these streets.
See, brother.
Artist of the week is Masta Ace, born December 4th, 1966, rapper. Record producer from Brownsville, Brooklyn. First appeared on the 1988 classic Juice Crew Posse cut, The Symphony.
The Symphony, man. The Symphony was like up the bar. You know what I mean? To me, it's like everybody on the Symphony was like had skills.
Alright, we're gonna get into some of Ace albums. First album came out with in 1990. Take a Look Around.
It was one of my favorite albums.
Slaughterhouse, Mason.
Slaughterhouse changed the fucking. He shifted the fucking paradigm.
1993. Then he had Sitting on Chrome in 1995. Disposable Arts in 2001.
That was his comeback.
A Long Hot Summer 2004. M.A. Doom, the son of Yvonne 2012. The Fallen Season 2016. And I don't even know how to pronounce this. It was a Brooklyn story. What is that? A Brooklyn? What is it? A Brooklyn story.
It might be Brooklyn if somebody said typo.
No, I think that's the way it's written. But it's a Brooklyn story.
Okay.
There you go.
How they spell it?
Yeah, a Brooklyn story. Yeah, that's dope. That's kind of dope. All right, yeah, so TSK1, Masta Ace. You don't know nothing about this shit right here.
I was there, man. I was there.
He got music I got name.
I was there, man.
This shit was awesome.
I didn't have to go back and retrace this. I was there, man.
Yeah, so TSK1, Masta Ace. What you got to say? Artist of the week. What you got to say?
Nah, man, I love Masta Ace. I always said that, like, I don't have, like, favorite MCs. I don't. But then I'll be like, I'm lying. Like, if I gotta have a favorite, Masta Ace is among one of my favorites. He's like, if you know anything about baseball, he's like a 5-tool hitter. He can run, he can steal, he can hit, he can field. You know what I mean? That is your, no offense to our brother All Purpose, like Masta Ace is the all-purpose MC. You know what I mean? He can entertain, he can rhyme, he got skills. I love Ace, man, and you know, that's like just all around good dude.
What was the like first joint that you heard like that made you say wow?
It was his verse on Symphony.
Yeah,
It's the shit he was saying. You know,
the originator.
you know,
made of gold. Once you hit a
capital A, rap on stage, once you for a while, it won't go away. Well, unless you force it. Of course, it stays with you, my friend. And if you force it away, I'ma hit you again. I project my voice so it's right in the cloud. There's a sign at the door. There's no biting aloud. And if you didn't read it, I suggest you do so, or you'll be stranded, just like Caruso. Sleep if you wanna. Go ahead, get some shut eye. A man broke his jaw trying to say what I say on the microphone. You should have left. We ain't gotta say the whole guy. I just did. I just fucking did.
And now we got him singing it himself. Yeah, calm down. Calm down. You cool now?
I'm good.
Alright, so the symphony.
The Symphony, yeah, it's just like the shit he was saying. He was like saying shit in a way that I haven't heard an MC deliver at that time. I was like, wow, you know what I mean? And it only got better, like, you know.
I think, like, I liked him on the Symphony, and I mean, remember when he put out the album on Cold Chillin', that was cool, whatever like that.
Look Around was really a great album.
But when he came back out, when
he reinvented
himself,
you know what I mean?
I was like, what the fuck is this?
He changed labels. It was like he fucking transformed his whole shit. It was like he basically, you knew the difference, that this is the real Masta Ace that we get. He transformed and took control of his shit.
Yeah. So when I heard that late model sedan and that Jeep ass nigga and all that kind of shit, it was like I used to play that album so fucking much, man.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah. Like, all of that shit was like ignorant. It was like, yo, this, and the fact that he was like, because that was during the whole gangster rap thing or whatever like that, and he was dissing those niggas.
And it took,
you know what I mean?
It was like the beginning of Ace just starting out as a conceptual, or doing these conceptual albums. And one of the running themes of the album is his Jeep getting stolen. Yo, rolling with Amdata. Remember that shit? Like anywhere you had to go, you had to like, we rolling with Amdata. You know what I mean? Like, who going? Everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole fucking crew. You know what I mean? But that was a dope joint. And then the album, the Born to Roll album, man. Yo, bro.
And Lord Digger was one of the members of the INC. You know, Masta Ace Incorporated, which was.
And then he had, what was the chick named Paula Perry?
Paula Perry was the like the first. Like,
she was on that joint with Who You Jacking that they had or whatever like that.
And Lachey, who was
was that the singer?
Yeah. He married Lachey.
Oh, really?
And they have a daughter together, you know.
Shout out to Ace.
And Lachey has a podcast. It can be a Lachey show. I believe that can be caught on YouTube. Every time Ace would be in town, and you would see that, you know, their fine sister sitting on at the you know, in the audience at the edge of the bar. You know,
you just call his wife fine?
She's very lovely. She's very lovely.
You flirting with Masta Ace's wife while we giving him his flowers? You ain't shit. T-Ske one ain't shit.
That was flirt. She's very lovely. So she would always be at his shows. You know what I mean?
This shit right here, the dirty mix to Born to Roll,
and he amped up the concept with sitting on Chrome. That shit was ill. Like his cousin J-Dog came from LA.
And they had little skits and stuff.
That shit was the best,
like,
man.
Ace, like he was doing that whole concept album thing, and that shit was awesome.
And it was one of the first albums I remember being released or coming out in the when it was warm. And like a spring summertime album.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I never forget that.
This shit was awesome.
Because the driving around going up the Platte Factor was real with
Rizzo.
Without sitting on Chrome.
Roll up there with Rizzo.
With Riz, yeah, everybody, you know.
Whiskey,
Kill, Mar, all the
all the
50 Steph, yeah. I don't know, Steph, but no, mostly Staff. You know, rest in peace, Staff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was telling Nikki and Dominique about Steph. And we was at that. We had that barbecue, and Kia and them was acting bougie. Shout out to my girl Kia. Like Kia really bougie now though.
She allowed to be.
Like
bougie.
she allowed it, but back then she wasn't allowed to be bougie.
She paid the cost to be the fucking boss that she is.
Nah, but Kia is like, yo, you know the crazy thing about Kia? Shout out to my girl Kia.
Peace,
You know what I mean?
Kia.
She you know, I tear it
love
up.
you, boo.
Yeah, but you know something that's crazy about Kia is like, because I mean, I guess that would be any woman that grows in, any young girl that you grow up with that grows into a woman, and you know her. And I mean, I guess it's not anyone, because I know some chicks, they get bourgeoisie.
Like, she's still cool.
She's still cool
she's still
as shit. Like, if you see her,
She ain't
ain't
no
no front ball,
Yeah,
you
she
know
ain't
what I
no
mean?
front.
No shit like that, you know what I mean? So that's dope. Shout out to Kia. But, yeah, my man Stefan kicked them all out he ain't kick them out, he told them they could leave.
Yeah.
He ain't kick them out. He like, yo, we don't need y'all here.
It's more to that story. I was drawn.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I ain't gonna tell it. Not on TV. Fuck all that.
Oh man, so yeah, Masta Ace, Ace Incorporated. Shout out to you, bro, man. You was an impact on me and TSK1's life and everything, man. We love this shit, man.
And I told Ace that. I told him that in his ear.
Yeah.
Because it was still, the music was still loud at the time. Like, this was after the show, because he sell his own merch. Mm-hmm. And, you know,
you got a T-shirt?
He was able to, yeah, I got a T-shirt. And I got my CD signed. You know what I mean?
All of them?
It was just, I didn't do that. I ain't do that. All these motherfuckers been taking their old collection. Nah, it's like
no motherfuckers that do that shit.
It's like the CD that I bought. Yeah, on the spot. He signed that. I'll do that.
You ever see motherfuckers that come in with like a stack? They be like,
oh my God,
they be like, yo, Ace.
You know what? I don't want to say it's the worst, because it's like, all right, this is due to your fan. You know what I mean? He ain't never gonna get no opportunity. But I'll be like, oh my God, bro. That is definitely not the Philly way. But they mostly be white boy.
Yeah. They gonna be done sell it on eBay. Autographed by Masta Ace. You better get it while it's hot.
But I told him that. I told Ace that, in his ear to his face, just in terms of like, because I know how strong a relationship that he had with his mother, and he speaks of his mother on the album.
Yeah, he actually has an album called "Son of Yvonne." Right.
Yeah. And how impactful she was to his life, and everything that she poured into him, and pouring that into his work. It, like you said, and the echo that it being a big impact, and that's what I told him. So I thanked him for that.
Absolutely. Shout out to Masta Ace. Whew.
One of the greatest. Whew. The greatest is. That's like the MC. Masta Ace is one of the MC's MC.
Yeah. Well, you know what you call. What was that? Remember Fly Ty had something he wasn't fucking with Ace in that interview.
I mean, that's the interview. Yeah, we ain't focus on that.
Yeah.
I fuck with Ace.
Yeah, I just found it real weird. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be.
But that's him talking about his relationship at his position. Yeah. That ain't this.
Yeah. So shout out to Masta Ace. Shout out to Ace Incorporated. Shout out to all the albums and everything like that. We're gonna get into something that came. The news article came across a board and. Talked about brother Akon. Akon been doing some big things in Africa. He's been giving cities and different places in Africa electricity. They didn't have electricity. So now the brother. Let me pull up the article.
I'm going.
Now, first of all, did you fuck with Akon? Like his music? You can say no. You can say no.
I mean, not really.
Say no. Say it. Say it.
Like, I mean, ain't no puppet, but ain't no fucking parrot, but like, nah. I mean, at the time it was around, and you know what I mean, locked up and.
Yeah, I remember when he first came out, and I heard Locked Up, and then he was just like guest appearing on everybody's shit, doing like choruses and shit like that. I'm like, who the fuck? What the fuck is this? You know what I mean? Because he was T-Pain before T-Pain became T-Pain. You know what I mean? He was like the vocoder, auto-tune singing background dude before T-Pain became T-Pain.
Did he actually have
it's like
modulation
something on his voice? Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? But then he came out with the first album, Trouble. But you know he was down with
the refugee camp. Now, when he came out, when he subsequently, debuted, I wasn't aware of that initially until like, damn, wow, all right, it makes sense.
Yeah, so, and he had got locked up, and he said he was in prison when the score hit, and he was like,
damn,
he was pissed. He was like, I'm supposed to be there. Them niggas, they took off. Like John, he was like John Forte, all those dudes. He was a part of that whole crew. And he's like, yo, them niggas took off, and I'm sitting up here on some dumb shit in jail. So when he got out, he's like, yo, I'm hitting the fucking ground running. You know what I mean?
What was he incarcerated for?
I don't know exactly. I didn't even look that up, or whatever the case may be, but I know he was locked up during that time period. It's probably street. I mean, any kind of shit.
Shit happens.
Yeah. I mean, shit happens. But now the motherfucker came out like gangbusters, and motherfucker was producing for fucking Lady Gaga.
World domination.
Yeah, that motherfucker just came in. I subsequently backtracked and got the Convicted album, and I got the Trouble album. I got like 3 or 4 of his albums.
I think I might have one of those in a collection, like in a crate someplace.
Yeah. I got in Freedom. I got that album and everything like that. So I got a couple of his albums like that.
I respect brother, just because him being on many platforms. That's not even talking about music. Just talking about politics and economics and such. I'm all for brother. Yeah. So with what he is currently doing, did we talk about that?
We didn't get it in. Here we go. Right here. All right. Singer Akon, businessman. He's basically talking about in an interview with Nick Cannon, the hip hop businessman, explained that he was going to be building his own city. He's been building his own city since March, called Akon City. The city will have its own air terminal for residents and tourists, and for tourists to fly in and out. To build the city. A city's economy, Akon plans to use its own cryptocurrency called Acoins. He got his own money.
Now coming to America?
Yeah, the boy got his own money. Nigga. I mean, yeah. So the modern city will be based in 2,000 sections of land that were provided to him by Macky Sall's, the leader of Senegal. And 2014, Akon teamed up with these brothers, and they basically were given Mali, Ghana, Senegal, Benin, Sierra Leone, giving these countries and cities in those countries electricity. So I guess as a blessing to him, they gave him some land. And so he's trying to build like a utopia over there, like a modern day Wakanda, not a modern day Wakanda, a real Wakanda.
Maybe he might discover vibranium.
Maybe he might create some vibranium.
So, but
I'm gonna tune up some Akon.
No, with this, this is very important. This is very important. This is fucking historic. Mm-hmm. So is there anybody that has an interest or inkling to to follow this, to stay on top of this? Let's get around Akon and help protect him.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this is like unprecedented.
Let's get around him and help protect him. We gotta protect our own. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
You ever fuck with this, John? Smack that?
I don't think I had the opportunity.
Yeah, this shit got Eminem on it. I ain't fuck with Smack That, but I remember it came out. But shout out to Akon for trying to build his own shit.
This is unprecedented.
And he's always talking and I've watched plenty of interviews with Akon. He's always trying to beckon Black Americans to Africa,
to over there,
even if it's just like for vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like y'all go to like France and Italy and all these fucking places where but we have beautiful cities in Africa that y'all can come to. I guess this is like his thing.
Yeah, my man Steve over there now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever been to Africa, Sam?
Not yet.
That's on the list. Yeah, maybe that could be a little field trip for the Rap Delites crew. We can get over there to Akon City.
I ain't never been no place. Let's do that first.
We'll
say it like Muddy Waters. Let's do that first.
Yeah. So shout out to Akon. Shout out to Masta Ace. Shout out to everybody we talked about on the show. Fabolous, Pusha T,
1520, Nomadic XL,
everybody. Miss Smith, Chrissy Mack. Shout out to you too. We hope to see y'all here next week in the chairs, asses in the seats,
and ready to work,
and ready to fucking pod.
Ready to work. Get our podcast on.
Ready to pod.
Ask questions.
These fuckers ain't ready to pod, man. Y'all better be fucking ready to pod next week. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? I'm podded up.
And we have a real Thanksgiving dinner after the pod.
Damn right. So you got anything else to say, T-Ske1?
No, I'm good. Just stay tuned for next week.
Stay tuned.
Next episode. Do it next week. But
next episode. Well, every fucking episode. And if this is your first time, shout out to everybody that's watching this on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching this on Facebook. And if this is your first time watching this, thanks for watching. If it's your last time watching this, goodbye. You know what I mean?
It is very advantageous for you
to share,
to come back,
share, and
share, watch. Subscribe,
everything.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Be a part of this, because when we gonna start building our own fucking city.
Yeah. We gonna stay fucking plant our own fucking flag.
Right. Shout out. We gonna have a map like Latifah and the lady. We gonna have that shit right on the fucking table. Like
I'm gonna give a shout out to my man GV.
Peace GV.
Peace to GV. Peace to Shellyano.
Peace to Shell.
I ran into Shell at the barbershop. He like, yo, man, you still look exactly the same, man. He like, every time I see you, I know exactly who you are, man. I'm like, yeah, Shell's he good people still.
Rap Delites. Rap Delites.